Hello and welcome to this video. In this video we're going to be talking about the Square terminal, and in truth we're going to be talking about the very first impressions we get from it, as it's only just arrived today, and also we're going to have a quick comparison to what a lot of people have been seeing on our channel, which is the Zettle terminal. So let's figure out what the differences are between the two, and let's get straight into it. Hello, my name is Patrick. I'm a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer, fancy new logo, that QuickBooks Chap on the internet, also head of accounts here at Boffix. Now in today's video, we're going to be having a quick unboxing of the Square terminal itself, have a look what's going on there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to compare it between Square terminal itself and the old faithful Zettle terminal. Because the thing is, after we put our last couple of videos out about the Zettle terminal, for majority out there, it was working absolutely perfectly. We've got some really great comments from you. But for you guys, and you guys know who you are, you were coming back to us with questions, issues, and problems that actually the Zettle terminal itself couldn't fix. So in today's video, we're going to have a quick comparison of the two, have a look what's there, but do let us know below as you're going through this. Is there anything that you want to know what either machines can do? We've now got them in our hands and we can test them for you accordingly. So get commenting below or send us a message at hello@boffix.com, and we'll definitely be looking to make sure that you have the best experience possible with your EPOS solution. Let's go straight into it because I'm really excited to find out what's in this box. Okay then, let's get straight on with this unboxing. So first of all, we have three things to unbox. We all know what this bit is, so let's just get this out of the way. It's going to be some till roll, so we'll use that later down the line. Now before we go into the main box, let's figure out what was inside this small box. Okay, charging cable. What I do like about this charging cable is the fact that you have all these ports here. So it's kind of a one charger fits all. Plus, you also get a connector there. Now, I believe this connector here, which has this fancy little port there, is designed so that we can connect this up to a till system. So as you take the payment, it will then send the message from here to the till will open automatically. That's what I think this is for, but we'll obviously have a look. Anything else in this box? We got a hub for terminal Square. Oh no, it was just a standard Ethernet port. Okay, so I was wrong. USB-C, USB ports, USB-C cable. Okay, so they're saying that this is for everything from being able to use your scanner, to be able to use your printer, to be able to use your till itself, and have internet as well. Okay, nice. Okay, so that's definitely an advantage you get over the Zettle terminal straight away. Now let's get into the main part of the show, which is the terminal itself. All right, so what we got here, we got one device for payment and receipt. So this has everything included into the one solution. Unlike the Zettle terminal, where you've actually got to be a little bit careful with it because they both come apart like that. What else we got here? Take payments, get paid, no surprises. Oh, fancy little image at the back. 24/7 phone support. Getting up and running as running smoothly. Security can rely on fair pricing, fast deposits. We like the sign of all of them. Supports Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Apple Pay and GPay as well. I've always liked the box experience for Square. They definitely take their inspiration from Apple. Nice little moment where you get anticipation, trying to get yourself out of the box, and there we have it. Oh, okay, so just a standard power brick on this one, but obviously I've now got the upgraded Square, what did they call it, Square hub. So yeah, we're going to see which is that one, so there's no point me really opening that one today. Nice little power brick for it as well. Okay, so we have the power brick running into my hub, and then one power connection when I need it. Now the main part of the show. So oh, there is one other item in here, which is another till roll receipt. We've already opened one of them. Box not needed. So initial reactions to this then. Well, it's definitely got a bit more weight to it. If I was taking the Zettle terminal by itself and I was comparing it to the Square terminal, then the Zettle terminal is definitely a lot lighter by itself. But remember, you do need to add the dock for it to be able to actually do anything in terms of printing. Then at that point, we've got pretty much the same weight to it. All right, so add some power just to be safe on it. And then let's look at what ports we've got on here. So at the top here, we've got a place for our till roll. So let's stick that straight in while we've got it open. What else we got here? So we've got two nice little feet there. So that's going to keep things from sliding off nicely. 1/4 inch screw, but I think same as 1/4 inch screw mount at the bottom. So realistically, we've got the same there. Both are giving us opportunities to charge via USB-C. And then we've got a button down the bottom here. At the bottom there, just like you had on the terminal, got the opportunity to actually put in chip and pin solution. One advantage you do have on the Square though, is you also have the opportunity to do a MagSafe and take card payments that way. Realistically though, how many times that actually gets used these days is up for discussion. So let's take that off and let's power this bad boy on. It's already got a little bit of charge in straight out of the box, which is nice to see. Oh, there we go. While it's loading up though, some nice little Square stickers. Always handy these to be able to put out. Let the customers know that you have everything. All right, let's go through the get started bit. So straight off the bat, we're at this point here, we can see that this is where we get the biggest difference between the two solutions. On here, not only do we get the Wi-Fi, but we get that brilliant solution where it's actually got a built-in SIM card as well. On the Square terminal, we only have the option between Wi-Fi and Ethernet through the option of going through this solution here. I am just going to stick my Wi-Fi in there. That's going to be the easiest way of doing things. Okay, so initial reactions when it came to actually get myself set up is the actual typing on the device isn't great. Now, you're not going to have to do much typing on it, so it's not going to be a deal breaker. There's no haptic feedback, there's no noise or anything like that. Now, that might be in settings when we get in there, but it actually took me a few attempts to get my password and account and all that sort of stuff come in. So, but we're through now. So what have we got here? Welcome to Square Terminal. Your terminal's ready to go. Right out of the box, let's get started with a quick tour of some basics. Charging terminal, as we've already seen, so that's working perfectly. Loading receipt paper. Oh, I hit on that one as well, but that was absolutely flawless. Taking chip and pin payment, as you can see, there is a little slot down the bottom here where we can take that through as needed. Taking contactless payments, you will just tap it on top of it and we are good to go. And taking magnetic stripe payments, as we said. Let's take my first payment. All right, let's give it a go. Accept all cookies. All my items have come through as we expect to see, which is good to see. So it's all connected up. Interestingly, the time's incorrect at the top, but I'm sure we can sort that out in settings. One of the things though, straight away that you can see on here is it gives you a lot more information than we do from Zettle. Yeah, we're getting a lot more information on this left-hand side. Both got gift cards, both got rewards, both give you the option to do discounts, but when you're in there, and then items, they kind of appear in here. But if we went to just the item option, and they're kind of shown in a very similar format. I do like on this side there's a bit more of a square, whereas this side we've got a list, so it's kind of personal preference on that one. All right, what else have we got down the bottom here? So we've got the option to go to transactions, so we can see what transactions we've recently done. On here, we would have the same option of going into receipts and seeing the same information there. Notifications. So we don't get notifications on the one. Get free processing, refer a friend, and on my account, we're all caught up. And let's have a look at what settings we've got here. So from a settings point of view, we've got orders, invoicing, reporting. So the orders thing is quite impressive because that's one thing we don't have on here. We don't have any way of seeing kind of outstanding orders or anything like that. So that's definitely something we want to be playing around with. Invoices can send straight from here, but we can from there as well. Reports, we have reports. Items, we've seen. Customers, we would be able to... Can we see customers actually on this end? No, we can't. Oh, and team. Team's useful as well, isn't it? That's definitely an advantage on Square. Balance. Any transfers, it's on its way. Support and settings. Let's have a look at what settings we have then. So from a settings point of view, let's go to checkout. We can see quick amount, taxes. So if we can turn on or not, offline mode. What's that mean? Accept card payment when your internet service is temporarily available. Okay, that's really, really handy. So yeah, that's definitely something to keep an eye out of, especially when it doesn't have that internet connection built directly in, like Terminal does. Payment types, we can see all those items there. Tipping, on or off. Receipt, we can have from there. Customer management, before, after checkout. All right, okay. Straight away then, looking good. Open tickets. Now, open tickets is actually really important because open tickets is going to be that opportunity for us to be able to go in and be able to make sure that we can keep going back to a certain table, for example. If we're doing hospitality and we want to be making sure that we can add in onto the same tab, that's where open tickets could be really, really useful. An whole ordering system, so you can see allow alerts when order's been informed, and then you can have that through. Really, really like that. And time tracking option built in as well. From memory, the time tracking option is a paid for service, but we'll definitely have a look and make sure that is working as intended. But no, straight away, just first initial reactions. We won't go into anything in too much detail in this video. Get yourself like, subscribe and all that stuff as we start to go through and look at this in more detail and comparing it directly to Zettle. So let's go through some of the important aspects of it that's going to be really useful for us. And that's going to be taking payments, isn't it? I've now got two devices are ready to pay contactless and ready to go. Let's see the speed in which we can get both of these. So for both of them, I want to sell one item. And I'm not going to make any adjustments. So on both sides, I'm just going to do one item. Now I'm going to add that item on Square. I'm going to charge one item on there. So in theory, for the Zettle, I'm quicker at getting to this charge point. I go review sale. It's asking me to add custom. I don't need to do that, but that is an option there. And I can do charge one. So now we're both at the same point now where we both are at that time where we can actually take card payments. Now, are both of these now active for contactless? Let's find out. Nope. Both of these aren't ready. We have to press the confirm button or at least accept where we want to pay. So on both of these, I'm going to press card and confirm and pay. Both of them are now ready. Notice how this one was much quicker ready to be coming in than this one, but I don't think it was massively different. Let's see how long they take to actually accept the payment. 3, 2, 1. Approved, ready to go. Let's print that off. Payment, ready to go. Print that off. Okay. Now it's asking for my customer. Now this one, it's not looking at my customer. All good to go. Both of those were extremely quick, I must say. Again, you've not got much difference between the two. Slightly ahead on the Square terminal. It seems to be that little bit snappier, getting ready to go. I don't think that's going to be the end of the world. When we look at the receipts, I'm sure we could go through our settings and look at these in a little bit more detail if we want to. But by the looks of it, we've not got the logo on here at the moment. Maybe that's something we can bring in there or not. But apart from that, it's kind of giving us everything we need to do. And on there, it has got our logo on. And we have that, as I'm sure you've seen if you've seen our other videos. If not, go and have a look. But the very useful or not very useful order number. So there we have it. That was as quick as it's going to be. We're going to make one more payment before we end this video. One of the main differences we're going to see there when we look at our first initial reactions though is the fact that when I went to DJI Osmos there and I wanted to make any adjustments to it, or I wanted to kind of make any how items I want it to be or anything like that, it is a little bit clunky. I don't know if I'm kind of missing a trick here, but if I wanted to kind of change what it was or put a discount on, kind of go into it and click from there. What I do like about this is you do have all these options. So what type do you want? I've got the, you know, am I having a regular carb, a bacon carb, sausage, bacon sausage? Am I adding brown sauce, red sauce, that sort of thing? You know, I can add all these items here and even put a note on. Then that means I can review sale. I've got some information there. I can add customer, add discount if I want to. From dots up here, what dots have I got? Clear items or dismiss. So I could add the discount there. There's no discounts available, unfortunately, but I could have added that there. And here, though, I do get to do freeform discount. So let's charge, confirm and pay. Okay. So one of the key differences here now is it wasn't giving that option for cash straight away. It was going straight there. So charge, confirm and pay, and going straight to the card solution. Card, tap, insert card. Whereas before I could have chosen those other ones. If I wanted to do cash sale on either one, then on this one, cancel. Yeah, cancel payment. I would have done it from here and I would have pressed cash. From there, I would have gone, said I was taking cash, collect cash from customer. You will not receive a deposit for this transaction. Yeah, no, that's fine. Let's say on both of these, I tendered £5. Okay, tender. How would you like your receipt? I'm going to print the receipt. Hand back to the merchant. So the idea here is that you've already passed that to the person. They're going to hand it back and you can then print receipts. On the receipt itself, it's talking about no butter there, so that's information's there, so that's good to see. Okay then, initial reactions on both devices. So far, this device itself is obviously the one that we've got our first initial impression on, and it works flawlessly as what we can see so far. There's definitely some bits in here that I want to get into a little bit more detail with, and I'm definitely concerned about some aspects of it, but we're going to cover that in a different video. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're looking out for that video as it comes along. But overall, from an experience point of view, from being able to get it all set up, as you can see there, it was set up flawlessly, no problems whatsoever. As I compared functionality between the two, does seem okay. One thing I would say though is there's a relative amount of heft to this one. So, you know, this is definitely a consideration if you're the person walking around taking orders and everything else. It does seem that there's going to be kind of a little bit of heft to it, and that's something you may want to consider. Whereas if we go over to the terminal from Zettle, then remember you can take this off, and this weighs absolutely nothing whatsoever. Have this in a pocket, definitely much more of a can go around, and you can be much more portable with this device than you can do with the square terminal. That being said, how many times you need to keep it around? I suppose really it's if you're taking orders as you're walking around. Walking around with this device and taking orders while you're on the go, maybe having to go from table to table, something like that, could actually be a bit of a slog, to be honest, and not quite as elegant a solution as this one itself. That being said, as we've discovered in previous videos, very big limitations currently at this point in time from the software on here, probably preventing you from taking orders as it is. But that's one for a different video that we've already done, and we'll revisit that if there's any changes that are coming along. Another thing to remember though, you can take your printout directly from here, so you give a copy to your customer, and it does have a much better order management, which we're going to have a look at a different video. And also don't forget that on this device here, well, you can only take printouts if you've got the portable device with it. So you could kind of replicate that whole solution, whole system, and have that walking around with you and have a portable printer at the same time. One thing we do need to still test is connectivity with other hardware as well. Keep an eye out for that video. We've gone through before on limitations on this device, and hopefully this device doesn't have the same limitations. Especially now we've got that hub. I think that hub's going to answer and make a lot of questions for you. So far so good with this device. We've got a lot more testing to go into. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Make sure you don't miss our updated videos on this one. Any questions that you want answering, make sure you use the comment section down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you pass it to your friends as well. If any of your business colleagues out there are looking to get either one of the devices, maybe this video will help them make their mind up. So share it to your peers as you would normally. My name has been Aaron Patrick. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure to do this video for you. Really looking to get my hands into what else we can do with Square and what we can do for Zettle as well. And maybe, just maybe, an opportunity to jump into Sum Up as well. My name has been Aaron Patrick. This video has been a pleasure to do for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.